Telling stories has always been a great way to pass time and to entertain each other. However, in order to have successful stories, we need great storytellers. And what better way to develop storytelling skills than to purchase this new and fun e-book story cards called Tell Me a Story. Oppenheim Toy Portfolio has awarded this product the Best Toy Award. There are multiple different themes, including Animal Village, Fairy Tale Mix-Up, and this one here is Robot's Mission. Each box is filled with 36 extravagantly illustrated cards that show different scenes in which your child can illustrate their own story. This design is most beneficial for ages 3 and up. The designs, characters, and themes all connect to one another, yet they leave much up to the child's imagination to make their own scene. This allows for multiple different ways of connecting these cards and creating a different story each and every time you play.
Like well-illustrated books, Tell Me a Story offers worlds for children to enter. In this game, picture cards help to teach memory, reading, and storytelling skills to children, and help them invent stories to match the pictures. Whenever a player collects 5 cards with the same character, he or she can arrange cards to create and tell a story. Parents may need to help the little ones lay out the cards, but once they're launched, kids will want to return to the same story over and over again.
So as I research at the Head Start program with the children, I find it very helpful to use these cards, the EBU Tell Me a Story picture cards here. First of all, the children love how beautiful these cards look. They always make comments how nicely designed they are. They really enjoy the art. I also enjoy that there are really no limits with the cards. They can be used for different ages. For example, with the younger kids, I like to limit it to be about 4 cards with the younger kids. But as they get better at it, that's when we can actually start using the whole set.
Children can create unique ways to use these cards. For example, once one shuffles the deck and lays them out in random order, children can take the time to connect and look at the different cards to choose out the ones that relate to each other. For example, I'm going to grab all of the ones that have a dog in it. Now they can arrange these into a story of their choice. And they have the chance to use their imagination to connect the different things that are happening. So this is an educational game that kids can play to develop their imagination and their creativity, as well as their logical thinking and their language skills. The whole family can participate in this educational game by taking cards and picking stories to tell to each other.
What was he doing?
Last up in the air.
Then he fell out of the air and he met his daddy robot.
And then the daddy robot said, "You have a new doggy robot. You want to play fetch?" What's your next card?
You have a new doggy.
This is a great game for not only parents and their children, but also for children to play within the classroom with their classmates and their teachers.
I love to use Tell Me a Story in my first grade classroom. This is an age when they're really building their speaking skills and also learning about the development of storylines. So by using Tell Me a Story, the cards help them to scaffold organization within their storylines.
This little squirrel was playing with the key and he had gold, but he didn't know where he was and he was so happy.
He's so happy. Oh, he had a key and he didn't know where to go? Oh, okay. So he is lost. Okay, put it there and then I'll go. Oh my goodness. But he found a treasure chest and he opened up the treasure chest with his key.
Here's the princess there.
Oh my goodness. What is she doing?
Storytelling helps the children's literacy development. Toddlers who are actively engaged in storytelling are more likely to enlarge their vocabulary skills while also increasing their comprehension skills. As children get more comfortable at telling stories, they are likely to become more imaginative, and their stories become much more elaborate and detailed. That is exactly what Tell Me a Story cards aim to do.
Parents, this is a game that is not only stimulating for your child, but for you as well. You can play, role play, and it's versatile for any language.
It's a robot.
Ooh, what's that robot's name?
Freddy.
Freddy the robot's gonna go to the city, and what's he gonna do?
He's going to save the day.
He's gonna save the day? How? Let's look at the other two cards that we haven't used. How is Freddy gonna save the day? How is Freddy gonna save the day?
He's going to transform in that box.
Oh, he's gonna take this box to the city.
Yeah.
And is he gonna drive to the city in the car?
Oh, he's too big.
He's too big to get in the car?
That's too small.
Okay, so who's in that car? Who's going to the city in that car?
Noah.
The Ibu Tell Me a Story cards have been really great to use with my son Noah. He's 3 years old and he's just starting to develop his language skills. So with these cards, he's able to look at the pictures and really use his imagination. And I think it's really great that he's able to, look at a picture of a little robot and just make this little story about this robot and tell me what his name is and tell me what he's gonna do and who his friends are. And the cards really show me that Noah's really thinking about what's going on in the world and he's making connections that are really important and using his imagination. And also, when I'm playing with him, I use my language skills and he could hear bigger words and new words, and we could use the cards in Spanish or in English or whatever. And it's just, they've been really amazing to use with me and my son, and I really think that other parents should purchase these cards.
I teach in a bilingual classroom, and these cards are great because they're not language specific. So they can use the cards at different times, building off of each language, building their vocabulary skills and their speaking skills.
Era un control. Empujó el botón verde. ¿Y qué pasó?
아빠랑 아들이 아침 5시에 일어나가지고 낚시 가자고 했어요.
Guillaume a entendu quelque chose de très loin. Il a cherché partout pour découvrir d'où venait ce bruit.
There's so many stories waiting to be told and discovered. So why not try this out with your child for only $9.95?
I like to from a story. I like stories.
Is that silly?
Yes.
The end.
Let's do that again.
Just as lonely as I wanted to be, not so lonely, 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 lonely,
And what better way to develop storytelling skills than to purchase this new Ibu product, Tell Me a Story cards.
For only $9.95.
I love to teach my first graders with
This game is the most beneficial for ages 13 to 15. The design. So what's he doing?
He's gonna spank his own butt.
He's gonna spank his own butt. Wow.
Like, bam!
Wow.
Like, bam! Like that.
That's so appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's start with another card. How do you like this game?
No.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
Are you sure you don't like this game? I think it seems like you like it.
I don't think so.
Why? Okay.
Because